And then there were 8. 2 games stand in the Huskers' way.
Every team at the beginning of the year has a goal to make it to the last game.
Of going for a 6th national championship.
No easy nights.
After taming the Rattlers,
Krause wraps it up for the Huskers.
weathering the Hurricanes,
Nebraska wins. Call it Grand Kids.
and grounding the Flyers,
We're just playing another volleyball game.
the Huskers' sights are set on Louisville. Now, welcome into this edition of our Huskers Searching for 6 pregame show. Nebraska is hours away from tip-off against Wisconsin. I'm Nate Johnson, joined alongside Jake Homan as we get you ready for some Elite Eight action here in Lincoln. Jake, what are you looking forward to in today's matchup?
Nate, I want to see the Huskers just forget about those 2 matchups they had against the Badgers this year. Obviously, we know how dominant the Huskers looked in those 2 games, but today the stakes are so much higher. A lot more is on the line. They should just be treating this as if it's the first time they're seeing the Badgers this year.
Yeah, that's a great point, and you want to take it as a brand new opportunity, a brand new game. Coach Cook reflecting on that earlier in his press conference. We'll get to that in a bit. But the Huskers could not have started any better in this tournament run. First up, Florida A&M holding the Rattlers to just 3 points in the first set. It was truly a sight to behold watching them, just kind of in disbelief of what I was watching. 3 points, are you kidding me? A new NCAA tournament record. And they went on to sweep Florida A&M pretty handily. And for John Cook, this game, well, it meant a little bit more. The Rattlers beat Nebraska back in 2004, so he finally got a chance to take down Florida A&M.
They do some nice things. They've got athletes, and Merritt's already played them a couple times already, so they're very consistent being in the NCAA tournament. And they have a very cool nickname, the Rattlers, and we're 0-1 against them. So this can be pay for me. They weren't born yet, but for me, this is payback. I thank the team because I was 0-1 against them. They beat us in 04, so order has been restored.
And on to face the Hurricanes for Nebraska. This one a bit tighter, but the same result for the Huskers sweeping Miami in the second round. And the story of that night, well, was the Huskers' standout defense. Nebraska, 20 total blocks, and Rebecca Alec led the way with 7 of them for the team. Huskers also led Miami to just 58 hitting percentage, and according to Alec, well, she says his defense could take the Huskers a long way.
Nebraska volleyball in particular is known for their defense. We make it a goal of ours every season to be the #1 defensive team in the country, let alone in our conference, which is hard enough. And so I think our defense could take us all the way to the top.
Friday night's match against Dayton was a good one. Talk about that for us real quick.
Yeah, Jake, it was a fantastic game. And Dayton winning that third set, 27-25. Harper's historic night, a career night with 22 kills. Not to mention this game running up until near midnight. But here's what Harper had to say after the hard-fought win.
I think we struggled to side out throughout the game, but I also think it's a mix of our passing and setting too. I think throughout the game they started serving tougher and our passing struggled a little bit too. So I think it was just a mix of everything. But I mean, Brigham was giving me great sets, but there's credit to her for that because I wouldn't have been able to get those kills without her. I mean, I try and stay present like Becca said, but I also think as an attacker, like you have to want that kill for your team. And I think instead of thinking like, oh, I need this kill so I can get another kill on my stats, it's more so like I need another point for my team so we can get another run and we can win the next point.
Love that mentality from Harper. She has been tearing it up recently and helping the Huskers win a share of the Big Ten title now in back-to-back seasons and another chance to get back to the Final Four. But what would you say maybe has been the turning point of this season?
Hey, I think we really got a real idea of just how good this year's team was back in September. They swept the #2 team, Stanford, of course, right here in Lincoln, a team that always puts up a good fight. And 4 days later, they go and sweep #4 Louisville in the country in their house, in the Young Center. And I think just when you beat 2 top 5 teams of that caliber in just 1 week in that dominant a fashion, that really goes to show it was a clear indicator of how talented this year's group really can be.
That's such a great point. And this team is made up of a lot of great players. And 2 guys leading the talented group spoke to the media today ahead of today's game. Here was Coach Sheffield and Coach Cook.
The opportunity to go to a Final Four is a dream for anybody, and so when that's right in front of you, you're going to get everybody's best, no matter how many times that you've beaten somebody.
This is what ABC wanted, what everybody wanted. The NCAA tournament wanted, it was us in Wisconsin, so now they got it. Huskers.
I love it. I love the rivalry. I love that that's on ABC. It's the match that we wanted. I think we're in for a good one a little later today.
Yeah, I mean, like he said, ABC wanted it, the NCAA tournament wanted it. I think everyone here in the studio wanted it, let's be honest. Of course, we're getting you started, though, here in our pregame show ahead of today's Elite Eight showdown. Coming up next, though, we're bringing a familiar face to Lincoln, but also to Channel 8. We've had the pleasure to see this Husker great a few times this season. Stay with us as Tanya Tauke joins the show with us next.
The Season of New Tradition sales event is going on right now at Kia of Lincoln. There are more than 150 new Kias to choose from, all tagged at year-end savings. Kia of Lincoln, 1145 North 48th Street.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Advantage for $20 per month plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-294-0246. Spectrum Internet gives you the power to stream all the shows, movies, and sports you love.
This holiday, the best gift is something you can't wrap. A warm meal, an encouraging word, a sense of community. Help us give the gift of strength, dignity, and bold hope. Learn more and donate at mtko.org. Together we can defeat hunger and homelessness.
For almost 30 years, James Arthur Vineyards has created an impressive variety of high-quality, delicious Nebraska wines. Visit the tasting room at the From Nebraska gift shop at 8th and Q and enjoy a sampling of these great wines and also the Curveball Hard Ciders, great for gifts and gatherings.
Your Lincoln-owned Pillar Restaurant Group has one gift card for our 6 concepts. Right now, purchase a $50 gift card to receive a $5 bonus card, or purchase a $100 gift card and receive a $20 bonus card. Available in-store and online at prgnebraska.com. Let us do the cooking this year with our Christmas meals by Venue. Prepared fresh in-house by our chefs, ready to heat and eat. With multiple meal packages, add-on sides, desserts, and more. Available for delivery or pickup. Order today at holidaysbyvenue.net.
Tune it up, KD. Let's run it back. Think we still got it? Give me that. I got you. Let's go! Down the chimney.
Now that's the spirit.
I'm ready. Please tell me the camera was on.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, and the powerful Ridgeline. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
And welcome back to our Nebraska volleyball pregame show ahead of the Elite Eight showdown against Wisconsin. And Nate, you got a chance to catch it with a former Husker, is that right?
Yeah, Jake, I had the pleasure of hanging out with former Nebraska player and current Nebraska One coach Tanya Tauke, and let's check in with her as we continue to preview the Huskers and Badgers. Well, thanks for joining us, Tanya Tauke, hopping in on our preview show. Nebraska One coach, former Husker volleyball player. Thanks for spending a little time with us.
Absolutely.
Well, let's start with the match Friday night for Nebraska taking on Dayton. What are your takeaways from that game?
I mean, Dayton and that type of a team where they have smaller outside hitters, it looked like their setter might have gotten hurt. She was all taped up and kind of limping and almost dragging her leg, but she could just put that ball on the money. And so when you have a team that can operate that fast, we're kind of a big block team, and that was like a fast hitting team.
Let's talk about this Wisconsin match coming up. Third time that Nebraska has seen them, so maybe kind of what is some insights going into this match?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing with Wisconsin is can they pass? You know, if you have huge hitters like, you know, Franklin and Booth and Schmreck, which thank God, like their entire, anybody on the court I think is graduating except for their setter. It's just going to be really nice to just be like, oh, okay, we don't have to play them anymore. Wisconsin's tough. You know, their setter, you know, you can tell that she's a freshman this year and she didn't come in early, so her first experience was in August, but she gets better every time she plays a great team. And so it's just if they're getting getting her the ball in a place where she can get those massive hitters in position, like they're a really tough team.
Well, you know, as a former player, you know, you understand the maybe more than most the pressures of playing, especially in high-level games, against a rival like Wisconsin. What's the mindset that you got to have going into it?
Yeah, I just feel like confidence is key. You know, listening to some of the coaches talk about being bulletproof, and I think they just need to trust and be confident, and you know, just play their game and pass. Man, we just have to pass. If we can pass, we can get our hitters the ball. You know, the difference between Landfair getting a on the money set and a oh gosh, what was that set, is, you know, kill versus point for their teams. I think we have a shot to beat anyone. We can beat anyone. We can lose to anybody. That's been the thing for the last like 3 or 4 years, and I think it's up to the girls to decide, is this the year that they're going to make it happen?
Absolutely. Well, Tanya, thanks so much for joining us and stopping in for a little bit. Always a pleasure having you with us.
Yeah, but I got to know, how is your serve?
Okay, that's right. And the serve is getting worked on. I think kind of like every day we're getting a little better at something. I was in a volleyball league this fall, so I had the chance to work on that a little bit. But I'm thinking, got to attend another coaching
sesh
here
anytime.
Soon. Okay, perfect. And then we'll keep it working, and we'll maybe do a little update, a serve update for everyone.
We could do a competition between you and Olivia Mauk, maybe.
Okay, well that would be crazy, but I don't think I'm going to win that one. But I'm sure. Hey, I'm up for any challenge.
All right.
I appreciate you, Tanya.
No
Thank
problem.
you. And thanks again for Tanya. Just spending some time with us. Love catching up with her. Fantastic insights. You know, as a former player herself, she just understands the game on a different level, so you learn so much just talking with her. And I got some work to do on my serve, Jake.
I gotta see that. I gotta see that. Awesome stuff, though. Thanks so much, Nate. And hey, we got plenty more action coming your way after the break. We take a little trip down memory lane as we break down this epic rivalry between the Huskers and the Badgers right here back on Channel 8.
It's the perfect time of year to buy or lease a new Honda during Happy Honda Days at Honda of Lincoln. Right now, we have more than 200 new 2024s and 2025 Hondas in stock, all at year-end sale prices. Drive home in the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue from just $289 a month. Come experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way.
Hello, thank you for calling.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot. And I'm just a guy trying to find better internet.
It's Allo Fiber, isn't it?
They let me talk to real people. They don't make me sit there.
I can change. If you sign up for our 2-year plan.
Angela, don't make me say it.
No, wait.
Representative.
Stop. Don't do this.
Representative!
It's time to break up with bad internet. Visit allofiber.com/breakfree to switch today.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy. I feel confident.
It feels good to feel good and look good. The mommy belly is gone.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-244-1551 or go to sonobello.com.
If you've been naughty, Santa won't bring you any presents.
Papa, turn back.
Boy, you better watch out. You better not cry.
I'm sorry.
You better not pout. I'm telling you why.
I'm sorry.
Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list
Para Mateo.
and twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town.
And welcome back into your pregame show ahead of today's Elite Eight Showdown in Lincoln. But Nate, before we get there, we know this Husker-Badger rivalry runs deep. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at breaking down this historic matchup by the numbers. back-to-back sweeps.
Sprack out. Point Nebraska and the Huskers.
That's been the story for the Huskers this year against their rivals, Wisconsin Badgers, beating Wisconsin in 2 straight matches for the first time since 2017. But since that moment, well, Wisconsin then won 10 straight against the Huskers, up until last year, when Nebraska won a 5-set thriller in Lincoln.
One of the text threads from like a year ago when we lost to Wisconsin, he was like, that's not happening again. And we all were like, yeah, we got it. It's not. So I think just to prove that happened, and we didn't even play our best and we still pulled out a win. So,
but taking a broader look at this historic rivalry, here's how things stack up. Since Nebraska joined the Big Ten, they've won the conference 5 times. But compared to Wisconsin all time, they lead the category with 9. The Huskers' longest win streak over the Badgers, well, that is 6, whereas Wisconsin has the record with 10. But talking about Sunday's matchup between these two teams, they're ready to go for round 3.
Getting to play such high-level volleyball is super exciting for our team. I know that we really enjoy that. So preparing for it, it's more just go out and take it. We have nothing to lose, and at the end of the day, it's just another volleyball game. It's volleyball versus volleyball. It's not us versus Wisconsin.
Neither team is going to lose this game. Somebody will have to go and grab that win. So we are preparing for a great fight and great volleyball.
So the clock is ticking. The players are ready to go. Can the Huskers complete the trifecta, or will the Badgers finally get the best of Nebraska this season? And Nate, these Huskers, they didn't get here by chance, right? This team is loaded with talent. Let's go ahead and take a look at this year's season stats for the AVCA's West All-Region team. Starting off with the senior, the libero. She is the centerpiece to this squad. Lexi Rodriguez leading the way for Nebraska with her standout defense. 441 digs on the year, averaging nearly 4 digs a set. And get this, Nate, she's 26 digs away from becoming the all-time career digs leader in Husker program history. She would pass Justine Wong-Orantes for the record. And if the Huskers can at the very least get to that national title game, I think she's got a shot at breaking it.
I think so too. She's going to go down as one of the all-time greats here in Nebraska. And another senior who's been a force this season, Merritt Beeson, can absolutely get up with the best of them. That low-cut shot underneath the bigs is deadly, and she's going to have to play a big role in today's game, in her last game at the Devaney Center.
Now, Nate, this high-octane offense does not fly without the back-to-back Big Ten Setter of the Year. Bergen Riley is simply different. Look at those numbers. 1,268 assists is good for the 11th best in the country. She's doing a little bit of everything for this Husker offense, and she is orchestrating it beautifully.
Yeah, she is. She is one of the best, if not the best. I mean, she's the Big Ten setter back-to-back seasons. And Andy Jackson is having quite a year. One of 7 players who was unanimous first-team All-Big Ten selection. She is efficient and lethal as they come.
Yeah, Nate. And finally, Harper Murray, Nebraska's go-to player in almost every situation. These stats you see on your screen here, they feel like video game numbers, but no, the sophomore is just that good. If the Huskers want to get back to the national title game, she's going to have to play a big part of it. And this team, Nate, certainly has a lot of the tools and pieces to make it back to Louisville, right?
Yeah, they certainly do. It's just such a great balance on this team, and more than anything, they play with so much fun and energy, and that's really been so apparent all season long. And Jake, we're going to be talking a lot more about them right after the break. We check in with one of our own, former Channel 8 sports director and now morning anchor, Andrew Ward, joins the show next.
Get super holiday savings this week at Super Saver. Black Canyon Angus bone and beef ribeye roast, $9.98 per pound. 5-pound bag Best Choice russet potatoes, just 98 cents. Best Choice steamable vegetables, only 88 cents. Super Saver, we sell for less. Reimagine exceptional with the 2024 Buick Envision. With advanced technology and breathtaking clarity, and quiet serenity within. Experience confident driving, an all-wheel drive that takes you wherever you need to go. Make every day an occasion. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR, plus no monthly payments until next year on this 2024 Buick Envision. Visit these Central Nebraska Buick dealers.
Like they want to get hit.
Need a body shop? Call Eustis with 8 Nebraska locations to serve you.
U.S. Cellular has the incredible new iPhone 16 Pro, the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. Spread the word.
Apple Intelligence is personal, private, and oh so powerful, you dig?
And the all-new camera control will blow you away!
U.S. Cellular has the amazing new iPhone. Also, Doug ate all the office cake.
Show me the tape.
See the tape tonight at 10!
Right now at U.S. Cellular, get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
At Anderson Ford, we have commission-free guides. What does that mean? That means our guides are paid to give you a great experience, not make a sale. So you can choose the best vehicle for you, pressure-free.
During the Get Holiday Ready sales event, take $16,000 off a 2024 Ford F-150 or lease a 2024 Ford Bronco for only $214 per month for 36 months.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Super Saver is your holiday headquarters. Best Choice Spiral Sliced Half Ham, $1.98 per pound. Best Choice Butter, only $2.98. Philadelphia Cream Cheese, just $1.98 when you buy 4. Super Saver, we sell for less.
Welcome back with us for the final time in this Husker pregame show. And next up, we check in with Channel 8's Karen Lucrece, who shows us how these NCAA tournament games are helping build the local economy.
Not only are fans hoping to cheer for some spikes, but local businesses are seeing this spike in Husker gear. As the NCAA volleyball tournament heats up, Lincoln stands to benefit. Local businesses hope the tournament is a win for the community, both on and off the court.
We've seen an uptick in all of our volleyball gear, jerseys, T-shirts. We just got the back-to-back Big Ten champion T-shirts and hats in. Those are selling like crazy. But yes, especially with the tournament being in town, we've seen a lot of traffic come in to come get stuff to go to the game.
Demand for volleyball merchandise at an all-time high, businesses are trying to keep up with the increase in sales.
We win, a 6 national championship. It's going to continue, throughout the year. People are going to be buying stuff in the summer, next fall, they're going to be just as pumped as they were this year for the volleyball team. Especially with the NIL, that has made a difference, We have all of the jerseys with all of the girls' names on them. But it definitely has the potential to, it's going to continue to grow, especially when we win the national championship this year. It's just going to keep going.
Those traveling far and wide to support the Huskers are buying their game day gear.
On to 3 of the national championships.
We drove up yesterday and we're going to tonight's game and hopefully tomorrow night's game too. So.
With local businesses thriving, many are already looking ahead to future events, hoping a championship win will have a lasting impact on the economy. Reporting in Lincoln,
go Big Red!
Karen Lucrece, Channel 8 News.
All right, thanks so much for that economic impact, Karen. Our next guest, you know him, you love him, and we love him too, right? Nate and I got a chance to talk with our very own Andrew Ward ahead of today's game.
We got Andrew Ward in the house here joining myself and Jake Homan.
We're talking news today, right?
Talking Husker volleyball.
Oh, okay, yeah, right, yeah. I know a thing or two about that too.
Oh, well, wonderful. And we wanted to talk to you, kind of lean on that, your expertise, and some more years of experience. You've seen a lot more Husker volleyball than we have.
Yeah.
Can you maybe talk to the team this year and what you've liked out of them all season?
Yeah, I think the thing that's been really cool to see is they've kind of met the expectations, right? Yeah, last year was kind of unknown. They were undefeated for most of the season. They were so young and they kind of gelled together. This year they've taken that almost the next step here. I know they've lost a couple of games this year, but it's been almost dominant. Any game they have aside from SMU and Penn State.
And Andrew, I know Nebraska's, you could argue, is one of the favorites to go all the way this year. Obviously, Pittsburgh.
The favorite, come on. We know what's up here.
You mentioned that 2015 you saw the national championship there, right?
Yeah.
Of course. You didn't see 2017, but if they were to win the title this year, would a title this season mean any different than those 2 seasons? What kind of?
Yeah, no, I think so because I think this will be John Cook's 5th, coming in here. Obviously, I covered the team in 2015. I was in the stands, for the Omaha when they won in Omaha. I was out of here for the 2017 win in Kansas City, but just those 2 teams, I think they had that cohesive, and it was kind of similar too because They were always in the Final Four those years, and this core group has kind of had the same thing. This would be their third Final Four in 4 years. Crazy, right? I mean, just nuts. So that core group hasn't won a title yet.
Big matchup here against Wisconsin. Can you talk to maybe the rivalry? You mentioned it now, just the 2021, but just what that means to play Wisconsin, Nebraska, that game.
Yeah. Nate, when we were talking, I think when we introduced you, you mentioned you were from Wisconsin. This is the rivalry I was talking about, that people don't like the Badgers. But there's it's a rivalry. John Cook used to coach at Wisconsin, so there's a little bit of a dig there. And obviously Nebraska was kind of chasing them for several years here between that 27. That's kind of the gap here between those two national championships. Is they were chasing Wisconsin. They lost 10 straight to them at one point. They've had the better of them this year so far in pretty dominant fashion. But we always say it in the NFL, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. So it's getting a chance to. When I saw the bracket come out, I'm like, oh gosh, they're gonna have to beat those Badgers again. But you got to be the best. You got to beat the best, and that's what they got to do here coming up.
To be the best, you got to beat the best. I love that from Andrew. Thanks so much for joining us. And now it's time to check in with our own Mackenzie Johnson, who is live with Husker fans ahead of today's game.
Hi, Nate and Jake. Thanks for tossing it over to us. We're down here at Gate 25 in the Haymark, and I'm here with a Husker fan, Erica Kirkland. Erica, I know you said you've been watching the team this season. What's it been like to see their success?
It's just been so exciting. I love the fact that they're so spirited. They work together so well. They're so encouraging of each other, but the accuracy of both the defense and offensive side of their volleyball is just mind-blowing. They really want to be precise. They celebrate each other when they do well, and they encourage each other when things are going not so hot. You just love to see it. It's such a balanced team, and their coach is amazing. I feel like he has such a good head about him and encourages them. What more could you ask for? It's just perfect.
All right, well, we're looking forward to the game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining us, and we're going to send it back to you in the studio, Nate and Jake.
Oh, man, thanks so much, Mackenzie. And as always, thanks for all your hard work. And so excited for today's game between Wisconsin and Nebraska. Jake, any final thoughts, though?
I think the Huskers, my score prediction for today,
okay.
Huskers 3, Badgers 1. So Huskers in 4.
Huskers in 4?
I guess to answer your question.
Okay. I like that. I like that prediction. I think it's going to be a good match. It could go 5. I think Huskers in 4. I'm going to go with you there as well. And we hope to see a lot of you out there at the game, and excited to cover this Elite 8 match. For now, it's been a great time. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all your hard work in the last couple of weeks. And a big thanks to everyone who tuned in to watch. It's been a pleasure as always. Nebraska and Wisconsin coming up at 2 p.m. right here on KLKN Channel 8. For now, it's been Nate Johnson and Jake Homan rocking with you. Jake, go Big Red.
Hey, go Big Red. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for joining us.